What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode we took on the Close Comrades Affinity mission, and by completing that, we have completed all the requirements to take on Chapter 7, so that is precisely what we're going to do in this video. We're going to start and probably finish Chapter 7 since it is kind of a quick one, so this might be a rather short episode, but you know what, we're going to roll with it. So, what do you say, we start Chapter 7, Treachery.
What should I whip up today?
Oh boy, this again. Let's just go with Popeye, even though I actually hate Popeye.
That is a great idea.
Lindley, what is Lindley making?
Today is one of my specialties, pot pie.
Pie? Did Tatsu ever tell Lindley pie is his favorite? Tatsu will even help Lindley make it.
Great. Why don't you flatten out that crust?
Tatsu will jump to it. How big does Lindley want crust to be?
Oh, just big enough to cover you completely.
How many times Tatsu needs to tell Lindley? Tatsu is here to serve, not be served.
Oh, right. That does sound familiar.
Lindley always say that too. Lindley say that every time.
Time to eat, everyone.
What? Irina's team is calling for reinforcements?
Afraid so.
So what's the situation?
Turns out we found a piece of the lifehold out in Oblivia. Those guys are after it.
What? We found a lifehold unit? That's great.
It's also news to us.
Unfortunately, it's not the core, but it's in primo condition, and every piece counts. Irina's team just happened to draw the job.
So, what happened? Trouble?
Trouble. Seems our ganglion pals have a base right near there.
I see. And their soldiers have come between Irina's crew and the lifehold, is that it?
Bingo. That's why we need to move quickly.
There's no time to lose. We'll leave immediately. Send us the mission data on Frontier Nav.
I've already got it here. I'll send it to everyone's comm devices.
Good luck. Just be careful. The clock's still ticking. We can't afford to lose our best people.
Alright, another piece of the lifehold. That's pretty dang important, so let's get out there ASAP and help out Irina and her team. Now, here's a thought. So, pretty much every time we've found a piece of the lifehold, which has only been like twice, by the way, there has always been gangling activity, so, I mean, maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, maybe we could, like, tune Frontier Nav to scan for gangling activity, because, I mean, if we can find them, we can probably find the rest of the lifehold a lot faster than just, like, looking for it ourselves. Like, it seems to me that the ganglion know exactly where every piece of the lifehold actually is. Who knows, though? Anyways, there are a lot of ganglions around here. We can actually avoid most of them just by, like, going off to the side. And I really don't want to fight these guys if I don't have to, just because that would waste, like, a lot of unnecessary time, because this chapter really only has, like, 3 required fights, and one of them is the boss of the chapter. So, yeah, let's not get into too many fights if we don't need to.
I'm going after it. You three, cover me.
But that's suicide!
We need that lifehold unit, no matter what the cost.
Then let me take point!
Negative.
Lieutenant!
Irina, we're here to help. Colonel! We'll keep the hostiles busy.
You look for an opening and secure the lifehold unit.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so here we go. These are some enemies that we do need to fight, and now we're going to get some scale-on-scale combat action. This is going to be freaking awesome. Also, I did get a new Skell weapon, so I'm actually curious to try these out on this guy. And oh my gosh, that completely one-hit that other Skell. Holy crap. Yeah, that weapon is super powerful. It does have like a 60-second cooldown, but it deals a ridiculous amount of damage to pretty much everything. So yeah, it's kind of the best. Like, at least right now, it's like one of the best weapons that I have. Oh my gosh, it just one-hits everything. Like, that is amazing, dude. Oh yeah, cockpit mode too. Alright, so someone actually did tell me that cockpit mode has a random chance of just activating anytime you use an art. And what it does is it resets all of your cooldowns. So very, very useful. And you want to try and like get that as much as you possibly can. Like, I know it's random, but if that resets the cooldown on like all your really heavy hitting arts, obviously you'll be able to deal like a ton more damage. So it's really, really useful. Also, overdrive does like a ton of different things depending on like which scale frame you use, and I'll try and explain that in the next fight.
I'm not picking up any more hostiles.
Friends get all of them? Tatsu not even break a sweat.
Alright, so we can boast and say our team is like super strong, or we can worry and say that was too easy, and honestly, I feel like that was a little too easy.
Right? There were so many of them.
But they barely put up a fight. Could this have been a diversion? We need to catch up with Arena's team before it's too late. Let's move.
Uh-oh, that's not good. I really hope their team is okay, because I actually like Irina and Gwen and all those other characters. Also, I would hate to feel like the Ganglion are always one step ahead of us. There is actually a quick travel location, like, close to where we need to go, but that might put us slightly farther out. Like, I'm not really sure which is the faster way to get there, because I know for us, like, all we have to do is drive around this mountain since we really can't go through it, and we'll be where we need to go. And since we have a Skell, really not gonna take too long. But maybe if you're on foot, you might want to like quick travel to the location nearby if you don't like have a Skell. Although I can't imagine why you wouldn't have a Skell at this point. Like, people have actually asked me like if I plan on getting Skells for the other characters in the game, and I do, but the problem is Skells are really, really expensive, and I pretty much have no money since I invested like all the cash that I had on hand into this Skell, into the one that Elma's using, so it might be a while before I can actually purchase another Skell and equip it to another one of my party members.
Gwen!
Whoa, that was fast. And you were so outnumbered and everything.
Nothing can stop Team Tatsu. Tatsu eat baddies like them for breakfast.
Says tomorrow's breakfast.
Colonel, ma'am, well done out there.
Likewise. Now what happened to Arena and Marcus? Where are they?
They're up checking on the lifehold unit.
And you've had no sign of hostiles?
No, dead quiet.
Okay. It just felt so much like a trap! Irina! Marcus! Run! Marcus!
Right.
Oh, what a shame. You didn't fall for my little surprise.
That voice. The woman from Noctilum?
I knew they had to be holding back their big guns for something. Here it is.
Well, Aren't you the clever one? What you just saw was only a prelude, an amusement, if you will.
Blowing up our life hold amuses you?
Well, perhaps amusement is not quite right. More like a deep satisfaction. Like curing an illness, or scrubbing an ugly stain clean. The stain of humanity. Of course, the true pleasure will come from watching your real bodies burn. Not that I won't enjoy trashing these crude puppets of yours. It'll certainly be enough to tide me over for the time being. Till the real fun begins.
Then they know about the life hold and things.
You primate. We know all about your kind. Your fool's errand to gather these trinkets. Your race against time. Human extinction is inevitable. I could simply wait and talk to one another, but where's the fun in that? I much prefer to see the looks on your faces. How your features melt in fear as you twist in agony.
That's enough, Samarian witch! Enough of your talk. Enough of the pain you've caused the universe. The only agony would be suffering you any longer.
Oh, please. What would a mere human know of our history?
She is mine. Irina, your team has the others.
Right!
Man, I really hate this chick, and Oma does too. Like, you can tell she has a personal vendetta against her or something. Anyways, though, to go back to what I was saying about overdrive, so each Skell type, I guess, has its own form of overdrive. So for the Skell that I'm currently in, my bonuses are that, I absorb fuel with melee attacks, deal double crush damage, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, and, I get increased, like, melee attack, and also, another huge thing about overdrive is that, on any Skell, when you activate overdrive, all of your arts, like, don't cost any fuel, which you guys may not have noticed, but, yeah, anytime you do, like, a major art attack inside a Skell, it does have a fuel cost associated with it, so, if you spam too much, you could technically run out of fuel, although my Skell has like a ton of fuel, so I probably won't run out that often, but the Skell that Elma's in doesn't have as much fuel as mine does, so I mean, she technically could run out sooner than I would, but I've never been in a situation yet where like either of us actually come close to running out of fuel, so I'm not really sure how common that actually is in this game. But I assume if like fights go on a lot longer, that opportunity will arise and I'll have to deal with it.
Why would these aliens be this determined to destroy us?
Honestly, if I had to venture a guess, I'd say they're afraid. They fear humans. They feel threatened.
We threatened them? We didn't blow up their planet. We didn't hunt them halfway across the galaxy to wipe out their whole goddamn species!
Lieutenant.
I'm sorry, it just brings back a lot of emotions. I'll be fine. Let's go.
If you say so.
Colonel, with your permission, my team will report back to the city. I can't thank you enough for your support.
What was that about?
Irina had a younger brother. He was best friends with Gwyn, actually. But he didn't make it onto the White Whale. We lost him when we lost Earth. Everyone's got a story like that. Not that it makes it any easier.
Alright, so I'm totally fine that, like, we beat that fight no problem, but what actually happened afterwards? Because we blew up, like, their main leader's Skell. Like, what happened to her? Like, is she dead? She's not here, so she must have escaped. Like, I'm assuming she's still alive because, like, that's one of the main antagonists of the game. Like, that would be a weird way to, like, kill off one of the main villains right now. So she's got to be still alive, but, I really want to know sort of how she escaped or got out of that. Maybe we can, like, report back to Vandam and sort of he'll tell us what happened. Who knows?
Commander, we located the lifehold, but...
Yeah, Irina already briefed me. I'm just glad you all got back here safe and sound.
Wish we could say the same for that archive unit. Another swath of Earth's legacy. It's irreplaceable.
Yeah, well, so are all of you. So cheer up, huh? Come on, let's get you guys fed. Dinner is on me this time.
Okay, this is weird.
Very weird.
Tatsu is suspicious.
What, a commander can't treat his troops?
If you're trying to thank us for this job, there's really no need. This time it was Irina's team. Next time it could be my team. Any blade would do the same for us.
Okay, fair enough.
Besides, Lindley cooks best.
Hey, thanks, Tatsu. Just for that, I'll make you some dessert today.
There you go.
The Spud's right. No one cooks like Lynn.
Thanks, Commander. If you wanted to join us, maybe I could...
Great. Let's eat.
Okay, and with that, Chapter 7 has been completed. Alright, not bad. Told you guys it was pretty quick. You know, everyone seems to be getting, like, way more touchy-feely, though. It's kinda weird, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it's alright, I guess. Gives the characters more depth, I suppose. But, now that that is done, like, I guess this will be a pretty short episode, but one thing I do want to do before we end things off is, head into the barracks and sort of, like, see what the requirements for the next story chapter actually are, because I feel like maybe if we can start those now, it'll give us something to do, because really I did not expect that chapter to be as short as it actually was. Like, I knew it was going to be quick, but, I think having that new Skell weapon made things just go by a whole heck of a lot faster. So, let's pop in here real quick and, see what we need to do. So let's see, survey 10% of Mira, which is like the entire planet, and complete the Matchmaker Affinity mission. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we've already completed the survey 10% of Mira, so it's like, it's probably considering the entire planet as like everything, so it's adding in like our Primordia, our Noctilum, and our Oblivia survey rates into like one giant thing. And looking at the gamepad, I think the percentage that's showing right now is actually the percentage of Mira, so it's like at 12%, so yeah, we're actually okay in that regard. And I'm not really too sure where this affinity mission actually is, so I think I will need to end things off here. Apologies for the short episode, but if you guys did enjoy this video, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.